Hey guys, Clumsy here, and in this video we'll be checking out the Scania 113H Torpedo edit by STM, Shepard Pat 47. So I'm not really sure what the full history of this truck is, but I think it's been out for a while, and I think STM, or Shepard Pat 47, is the one responsible for updating it, cleaning it up, and making it compatible with the recent version. As always though, if you have more info about this truck, about the history, about some of the things that I say, if I say something wrong, let me know in the comments, so we educate everybody, right? So we know what's the real deal. Anyway, let's get right to it. As you can see, truck looks beautiful, truck looks elegant, magnificent. Let's hear how it sounds, let's see how it looks, let's get a feel of how it drives, and let's try to do some config checkups and performance tests. Quick performance tests only, alright? Let's hear it. Now the sounds might be familiar, because actually they're from Krishboom as far as I know. From what I've seen in the files, the files look exactly the same as the ones from Krishboom's V8 sounds for Equalizer's 143M. So same 3 series but reused for a different truck. I think it's pretty apt, although that was for a V8 sound, and this truck has a 360 horsepower engine, which I'm not sure if that's V8. Probably not. 360 horsepower doesn't sound like a V8 to me, but yeah, let me know. The interior might look familiar to you as well. The interior is actually from RJL. This is from the 4 series, so I did a few comparisons, and yeah, the dashboard is identical with the 4 series by the Scania R4 series by RJL. The only thing different is the steering wheel, because the steering wheel is for the 3 series. Let's see how the advanced trailer coupling works, but first I want to take a look at the mud flaps, because there was an update about the mud flaps. Yeah, they do sway. That's pretty nice. It is affected by physics. Yeah, that's one of the recent updates. Cool mud flaps indeed. Yeah, this is as of version 2 of the truck. Swaying mud flaps for the win. I think this is a Brazilian truck. I don't think you normally see this in Europe. But a Scania is a Scania, right? So let's go ahead and take it for a spin. First, let's see if advanced trailer coupling works. And let's hope that I align properly here. Okay, no problems there. Let's see from the outside. Do the trailer cables work? They do not. I thought I saw that it was fixed. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not yet. Advanced coupling works, but the trailer cables don't, because I think this is a default SCS trailer, so I think the coupling should work. The trailer cable should work. Anyway, so let's turn off the engine for a sec. Let's go to the truck browser so we can all configure it at the same time and see what options we have, alright? And then we'll take it for a spin after. So, let's see. We go to truck browser. And we go to... Actually, let's get some audio in here. Let's get some music, why not? Keep us company. There we go. Let's go to the truck browser. Let's check out the 113H Torpedo. Thankfully it is in the truck browser. Not all trucks are here. And let's have a quick look at the number of triangles for performance. So I like doing this with all the trucks that I drive, because I'm a very performance nut. I'm very much of a performance nut. I really like driving optimized trucks as much as possible. And I can say that this truck is not bad. So if you look at a default Scania from SCS, the Scania R2012, you would see that the triangle count over here on the top left, the TC, is around 200,000. And the interior is around 1.3 million. Yeah, 1.3 million, 1.4 million. if you compare that, wrong button, if you compare that with the Torpedo, that's 573,000, so like more than twice. But that's not really as bad as it sounds. And the interior is 1.8 from 1.4, so very close, very close. So RJL makes very optimized interiors, as we know. And yeah, if you compare that, for example, with the 3 Series, the Scania 143M by Equalizer, that's a less optimized truck. Actually, where is it even? Might not even be here. That's interesting. Let me show you. If you go to a truck dealer, and if you take a look at the 143M, so if we compare that, okay, let's let them load up a bit. 143M, customize that. The external view is 1.8 million here. If you compare that with the Torpedo over here, that's only 572,000. So yeah, it's not as optimized as an SES truck, but it's actually pretty optimized already. Even if you don't have a beefy computer, you shouldn't have problems with the performance with this truck. So if you have a Potato, shouldn't be too bad. It should still be drivable. Should be pretty smooth. Now, in terms of options, not a lot of customizations, not RJL level, but it does have some pretty nice ones. So chassis, 4x2, 6x2 tag lift, 6x4, and 6x4 lowered. Can go with this is what I was saying, either a 320 or a 360 horsepower engine. And I think realistically speaking, it's accurate that it only has up to 360. That's what I've seen in the videos, at least. A lot of people have been complaining about it in the Steam discussions, but yeah, that's as realistic as it gets, I guess. Couple of options with the transmission. Yeah, nothing really different there. We've already seen the interior. Couple of paint jobs. These are basically plain colors, and you can customize that. Yeah, either metallic or the normal ones, so nothing really different there. What's cool though is you see these lines, you can actually change them. There are 3 options, but you have to click the one in front here in the middle. So if you don't like pink, you can change that to something blue or a black and white thing. And I think there are some paint jobs as well online. You can see in the mods websites, because the author did release the template, thankfully. In here, you can change that into plastic or black and painted. Same with the bumper. Couple of options with the plate. Very Brazilian plates. But it says work in progress, so that's probably not yet the final version. There is a badge here, but there is no badge with the... Oh, there is. I missed that. Yeah, the 360 badge. I missed that in the truck that we're using currently. So you can't put a badge there. There is an option for an antenna, a weird antenna that's angled like so. Seems like something like a knight going through a joust. But maybe that's how it is in real life. Okay. And then option for an air conditioner. An option for a GPS tracker. This is quite interesting. The GPS tracker is a unit in the... So that's why the icon is like that, because there is a unit in the interior and exterior. It's a combo. So you get that thing in the exterior, but you also get that thing in the interior. That's a package deal. So if you remove that, you also remove the other one. Yeah. So let's bring that back in. There is an option to have this spoiler, deflector complete. Or just the sides, or have nothing at all. Something like that. Yes. Ladder can be black or chrome. You can have a huge exhaust pipe here. You can have either black or painted supports there, or a square or cylinder tank. Yes. Over here you have What is this? Fender options, plastic or painted. So it's pretty straightforward, not too fancy. No other choice for windshield. Mirrors, just plastic. One option for rear bumper. Couple of lamps here. Not sure what these are for. Maybe just additional brake lights, not really sure. And there is an option for plates again. And if you want to change the mud flaps, you have to look in front, then you see the dots there. And each mud flap can be changed differently, so they can have different designs. Yeah, something like that. Right? Anything else I missed? It does support the national flags DLC. Antennas we've already gone through. The tires, nothing really fancy there. Same setting, so you cannot change any of the lights in here. I think they remain as is. Yeah, and in terms of customization, I think that's it. Steering wheel in the interior, you can change that to a 3 series or a 4 series, which is I think mostly the same with the RJLs. I think more accurate would be to have a 3 series in here, but I guess that depends on when the truck was released. Maybe that transitions somehow. You can have an iPhone 6 in there. You can have a bag in there, but it doesn't really have much support for the accessories. No, none of the usual dash accessories, so I can't really put a Clumsy mug. There is a GPS in here though, and a turbo pressure gauge, but that doesn't work so far. It's not animated, so it's more for props. No hanging things, but there is a CB radio, although you will notice later on that the CB radio, this part, does not really get affected by physics. So it does not move around. Despite that, it remains a pretty cool truck. Right? I think that's it in terms of customization. And it's a pretty cheap truck, you can see. 56,000 only, fully equipped. In terms of the level requirements, I'm not so sure if there's anything picky about it. If you just go to the truck browser one more time, just quickly, is there a specific level requirement? I don't think so. There should be no problem getting this truck even from the beginning. Yeah, alright. So let's do a test drive, let's see the quirks. I have a feeling that this does not have a retarder sound because it uses Krishbom's sounds from an older version, I think. So it probably does not have it yet, but we will see. Let's test it out. Let's hear it again, now from the inside. Lights work. Indicators work. Brake lights work. Those Brazilian lights at the back don't really light up though. Maybe they're more of reflectors, I'm not sure. But yeah, the turbo gauge doesn't really work. I'm guessing that should be moving right now. But all the other parts in the interior do work. Parking brake, because this is from RJL. Retarder over there. The analog clock below the speedometer, so you're probably familiar with RJL stuff. So let's take it for a spin. Right. I do like how the turbo pressure gauge has reflections though. You can see, yeah, you can see there. It's getting affected by the environment. It's pretty nice. And if you focus on the CB radio and look at all the cords, you'll see that it never moves. Yeah, it can get quite distracting at times because it doesn't move. I remember some CB radios actually move, get affected by physics, but this one in particular doesn't. Still, beautiful truck. Can't really fault the Scania, especially a classic Scania. Let's have a look from the outside. A hooded truck for a change in Europe. We don't get this quite often, do we? Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I do want to try out the retarder. Let's see. You go to a lower gear. Yeah, I don't think there is a retarder sound. Because I took a quick look at the sound files as well, and I didn't see any retarder reference. So yeah, I think if you want retarder sounds, that humming sound when you turn on the retarder, you'll have to modify the definition files on your own. It's not come equipped with it. But yeah, how can you fault a truck like this? How can you fault a truck like this? And I think Shepard Pat has a couple of plans for this truck, so that's very good to know. I'm very interested to see what he has in store for us, adding more customization options maybe. As it is though, it's a very nice change. It's a very welcome change to be driving this in Europe. Something different, but still having that Scania feel. Too bad we're not going to get to a highway, but I think we drive a little. Let's see, do we get to a rest stop soon? We do get to a highway eventually. We're somewhere in Czech Republic, if I didn't get that completely wrong. Somewhere between in the border of Poland and Czech Republic. And I think I'm speeding. Yeah. Cop was just waiting behind to book me. Let's go here. Indicator sounds are pretty nice. Oh, don't hit with that hood. That's the thing though. With European roads, some of them getting pretty narrow. Driving with a hooded truck can be quite challenging at times, I would guess. Let's go and park up somewhere. Look for a gas station or a garage. But yeah, at least we got to take this truck for a spin. So let me know what you think. This was last updated June 2018, I believe, but I only got to checking it out now, and I'm glad I did. So thank you very much, Shepard, for all the hard work, and looking forward to all the future updates from you. Amazing addition to the modding community with this truck. And he got all the proper permissions, didn't steal the models just right off, got permissions from the affected folks. So that's always a good thing in my books, going through the right channels and not just stealing stuff. So where is the garage? There it is. But where is the entrance? Lots of parked trucks in here. Let's just park up here. That should be fine. And let's reverse a little to see how it feels. Now the mirrors I noticed are not yet, I think, and don't quote me on this, they're a bit wide, but I'm not sure if they're like the 1.31 mirrors already, the one which have realistic field of view. It seems like they're a bit wide, but that may be just me. Okay. Let's leave it like so. Park it up. Beautiful. Beautiful truck. Wow, we're actually blocking the way. That's okay. No one will come in here, I guess. I hope. Anyway, that is going to be it for this mod spotlight. Hope you liked that truck. Let me know what you think, and if you have any corrections, let me know in the comments, right? Or if you have any reactions, be happy to hear your comments on it. As always, if you liked the video, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Comment, share with your friends. Service. Oh, that's a nice icon. I think it's the first time I've seen that. Thank you for watching. Catch you in the next video. And if you want to directly support the channel, please also check out my Patreon page. Link in the video description as well as in the end screen. You might be seeing it right now. Thank you for watching, guys. Catch you in the next one. Clumsy Trucking. Actually has air horns even without real air horns. Interesting. Anyway, thanks and bye-bye.